Hello out there to you. In this video, we've got some pieces of a cost function, and we need to figure out what our average variable cost is when the quantity is 4. So if you have some pieces, you can treat it like a puzzle and use what you have to get what you need. So average total cost is going to equal average fixed cost plus average variable cost. All of our average functions here, average fixed cost is going to be, why that happens like that? It's going to be fixed cost over quantity. Average total cost will be our total cost over quantity, and average variable cost will be our variable cost over quantity. In other words, every time you're averaging anything, we're just dividing by the quantity. Okay. So let's do the quantity at 12. Okay, so average total cost when the quantity is at 12. This is often written, by the way, like this, like subscript 12. Okay, so one thing that we know is that the average, if you rearrange this function up here, right here, we can rearrange that and if you send this over to the other side of the equation, average variable cost at 12 is going to equal our average fixed cost. Okay, so we know that this is 20. We know that this is 16, and that is going to equal our average fixed cost, which is going to equal 4. Okay, why is that important? Well, now I can use this formula to figure out what our fixed costs are, because our fixed costs are going to stay constant in the short run in microeconomics. So if we can figure out what that fixed cost is, we can use that to calculate the difference there, and then whatever the difference between average total cost and average fixed cost is your average variable cost. So I'll rewrite this here. Average total cost minus average fixed cost equals average variable cost. Okay, and we already have this part, so we already have 22. Once we know what this is, we know what the average variable cost is, and we know the answer. Okay, so here's our average fixed cost is our fixed cost over quantity. We know that this is 4. We don't know the fixed cost. We're trying to figure that out. And then we know the quantity. The quantity is 12. Okay, so algebraically rearrange that. Our fixed cost is 36. Okay, just solving for that. And that won't change whether you're producing 4 units, 12 units, 36 units, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we want to know what the average fixed cost is when we produce 4 units. And that's going to be 36 divided by 4, which is 9. So the average fixed cost is 9. That means this is 9. This is 13, and that is the average variable cost. That is the answer. Now, if you wanted to check it, here's what you could do. You could say that the average total cost we're given is 22. Okay, then we could take we could rearrange this so that we want to get out the fixed cost, the total cost, and the variable cost. Okay, so we know for certain that the average fixed cost is 9, and the average, the total fixed cost is 36. Okay, if you rearrange this and get, so you'd get 22 equals total cost over 4. Rearrange that. Total cost of producing 4 units is 88. Total cost minus fixed cost equals just our regular variable cost. And so this would be 88 minus 36. And that equals, I don't know off the top of my head, 88 minus 36 is 52. So 52. And then let's see if that gives us the correct average variable cost that we found over here. We're just checking our answer here. So average variable cost, 52 over 4. What does that equal? 13. 13, we checked our work. Okay, so that's the answer. And so the takeaway is if you have a different problem that has different numbers, just use what you know, and then we're going to solve for what we don't know. Okay, typical kind of algebra problem.